Greetings, people of the world, and since it is December 25th and it is the appropriate day, Merry Christmas to everyone! Matthew back with you with the continuation of Let's Play Phantasy Star 4, and yeah, it's kind of weird to be saying Merry Christmas, especially when we have this somber, melancholy music playing with Alys sick in bed after getting blasted with Zio's Black Wave, and we were forced to abandon the battle because there was no way we were going to win it. But in any event, we have a job to do, and one of those jobs is to go and have a reunion with Rune. So this is something that we're going to be taking care of, but the only way we can get there is by going to the Machine Center, which is located south of Krupp. So we're going to take leave of the inn here, and we're going to make our way down to where the Machine Center is. It's not far from here, it's just a short walk, and keep in mind that where that island was, because we'll be coming back to it later. So let's get rid of some lesser opposition first. They go down quite easily. And so, here's the Machine Center. All we have to do is walk near it and... oh. Hi Canelo, how are ya? Yeah, I forgot that I had the internet connection to my PS3 still on. But nonetheless, let's go inside the Machine Center. Need to get the access to the control key or else we can't advance the steam. And if we step on this panel here, that actually will heal our entire party. You may have noticed earlier that we weren't at full health, so now we've taken care of that problem. So now we're inside where all the machines are for this particular location. Demi taking the handle here. Yeah, I would imagine so. Well, she is an android, she's kind of expected to be able to handle these machines. I mean, that's her responsibility, right? Or at least one of them. And I don't get the joke, Grizz. The land? How could you? How could you, Zeland? Yes, you're supposed to be overlooking everything, and this is how you're treating us? Yeah, first things first, Chaz. First things first. And that statement was just so badly grammatically incorrect. Wow. Ah. So there's our copyright infringement vehicle. The Land Rover. Looks like a giant mouse with a visor. Yeah, you can see the big long ears on it as well. So let's go ahead and show you around. Let's drive this thing. Make sure that I'm going the right way. There's the quicksand. That's how we get across this thing. And we'll do a little slalom course, and we engage our first opposition. Opposition is different when you drive a vehicle as it is when you are actually on the ground. You can fight normally, or you can use your optimal attacks, like the cluster, which is a spread shot, and the graviton ball, which is basically just a big damage causer for a single enemy. We're going to use the cluster here because there are 4 of these things, and if you get actually run out of SP while you're in the Land Rover, that actually constitutes as a game over. So make sure that you're still alive. And at the end of every battle, the Land Rover heals itself, so you don't have to worry about that. But now we've arrived in the town of Termi, and the reason we've come here is because there are 2 villages past the quicksand, but this one has the weapons and armor store. Well, it's just an armor store, so that's what we're going to do. So, we have over 16,000 Ladea, so we can buy 2 pieces of thigh mail. And so, that's what we're going to do. We're also going to buy a Psy Crown later, and we also need to buy a 3rd Psy mail as well. But right now we don't have enough money for it. I could have if I was selling stuff, but you know my rules for this particular game. Any obsolete weapons and armor are discarded as so as to allow myself to grind better for experience. So Chaz and Rika each get a sign mail. I don't think Grizz will need one because he's so strong already. And we'll discard the 2 ceramic mails. Yeah, we finally got rid of our thin layer of hardened clay that supposedly can save a life. That just makes no sense at all. How can ceramics save your life? Maybe that's something that if Mancers was still on the air that they could explain to us, or maybe it's something that the Mythbusters could explain to us as well. In any event, let's go now to the Ladea Tower. So now that we've arrived in the Ladea Tower, if you listen to the music, this is actually a score from Phantasy Star 1 that's been remixed. This is actually the score from the first dungeon you go in. And the musical score in the Bioplant also was a remix of a score from Phantasy Star 1. So we're up against the Ripper and a Centaur here. And hopefully it won't kill us. And it doesn't. But yeah, Demi got halved there in her first official battle. So, gonna heal Chaz. And just as a precautionary measure, we're going to show you how Demi gets her healed. She uses Recover. She can't have healing items or healing spells used on her because they'll have no effect. So, the Ladea Tower has quite a number of different directions you could go, and this is one of them. We're gonna go the left first because there's a treasure chest this way. Going past the crazy slalom. And we pick up a Stardew. Now, Stardew is like a spell that we're going to be getting later for Rika called Sar, and it's a healing spell for all the people that aren't androids. In other words, anyone but Demi will be affected by the effects of the Stardew. So let's go back the way we came. And I think we're going to pass on 3 centaurs just because of the fact that we're 4-handed right now. I'd rather play it safe until we get Rune in our party. So, back the way we came. And over to the right. And we get a Fly Screamer, which is an enhanced version of the Flatter Plant from Birth Valley, and as you can see, it can cause paralysis when it attacks. Not good. But it'll wear off eventually. See, that didn't take long. Rika's already walking again. That's so cool that they can have you wear off paralysis just that fast. And so I'm gonna pass on 2 centaurs just because Demi got halved again. So, heal Chaz there. And we're not gonna heal Demi this time because, as you noticed, if you were paying attention to Demi's HP, it actually increased when we took a step. So, the androids can recover themselves just by walking. So, we've got now the opportunity to reunite with Rune. So, now we finally found him. Yes, we have. And Rune is still giving Chaz a hard time. And, yeah, definitely inappropriate there, Rune. You've been drafted. Because Alys is in great peril. And Rune is here in the pursuit of the Psycho Wand. And here's another thing you probably have not noticed. Grandfather Doran, who Rune was going with to this place, is not here. For some reason, he's gone missing, and I do not understand why he is not here. I think he goes back to Tanoe, but yeah, Grandfather Doran never shows up in this scene, and we never see him again within the main content of the storyline, which is really weird. Why take someone with you if you're not going to be continuing to have them with you? And yeah, wrong button, wrong item. As you can see, Rune also has Heinous and Ryuka, so we'll use Heinous to leave the Ladea Tower. And then we're going to, just for fun, use the Land Rover. So, back into Termi. And check make sure. Okay, yeah, Rune cannot be equipped with anything else. So, he's pretty much got the maximum he can get. Nothing in the armor store here in Termi is going to help him. So, let's go in Ryuka. And we're going to go back to Krupp because it's had the machine center, and of course that's a close place to be doing some walking and getting some healing. Plus, this gives us an opportunity to embark on a detour. So, we're going to go south here. Back in the machine center. Get the free heal. And go back the way we came. So, let's bring out the Land Rover again. And away we go. Oh, I was getting a bit too quick there. And as you can see, if you're up against the shore, you even get to see rolling waves on the shore as you're fighting. Pretty cool that they paid that much attention to detail that they would do something like that. So now let's go back in the direction of Termi, but we're not actually going to Termi. So we also have an enhanced version of the Locusta called the Grass Hound here. Let's try and blow him out of the water before he blows us away. And we get the victory. And as you can see, not much experience or Masada for killing the opposition while you're driving the Land Rover. That will change later though. Okay, here's the big worry, the Desert Leech. Now, with this guy, you have to use the Graviton Ball to get the maximum amount of damage against this guy, or he is going to kill you off fast. Now, with only 740 points on the Land Rover, you definitely need to take advantage of the Graviton Ball. Because if that thing damages you enough, as I said, if you run out of SP while driving this thing, it's a game over. So, got him out of the way, thankfully, but it took 4 Graviton Balls to get there. So, this is another town that we could go to. This is for a side quest. We're in Monsen. And the reason why we're coming here is because of that. This big, ugly crack in the ground. So, you're probably wondering what caused it? Earthquakes. Okay, for some reason, my software did not recognize the earthquake happening, and Rune has run off. I don't know if he's scared or if he's just dizzy. That was weird, but considering the weirdness that happened with the flashing weapons with Dr. Wily and Mega Man 1, that probably doesn't surprise me that my software couldn't pick up the earthquake. So Demi is explaining that the plate system is responsible for trying to control what happens on the surface of Latavia, and with the malfunctioning, Grizz encourages them to shut it down, and apparently word gets out fast with these people here in Monsen. And Chaz isn't down with this idea. Unfortunately, they're surrounded. And now it's just simply been dumped on them. So, we'd like to go, but of course, Rune is sitting on the fence about this, and quite honestly, can you blame him? I mean, his friend Alys is in peril, she's been struck with Zio's Black Wave, and he's pretty much a bystander in this situation. And so, he's been forced to sit on the fence on this issue. But we're gonna go there anyway because we can go get enhanced weapons and armor for Demi. So that's what we're going to do. Plus it'll give us an opportunity to do some more grinding, which is always good. So north to the plate system. Well, after we take care of this grass hound. Boy, those things can blow hard. But we've brushed them aside. So here's the plate system. I'm going to save the game here. And let's go fix the plate system.